Therefore, boldness actually flows from an intimate connection to Jesus. It's not something that we muster up on our own. It's something that the Spirit empowers us to do. It's a spirit led, not self led mode of operandi, if you will. Hey there, dreamer. Are you ready to transform your daily walk with God and take massive steps towards your God-given dreams? If so, then you are in luck because today's video is all about that. With every bold dream comes the opportunity to take bold steps, which is why I put together this encouraging word so that you would live out your faith and embrace all the abundant possibilities that God has for you. Ultimately, this video is going to help you dream bold dreams, pray bold prayers, and take bold action. If not now, when? And if not you, who? And of course, don't forget after today's video, be sure to click on the link below to go bold or go home. Day number 2, dream bold. Bold. I don't know about you, but there is that word. It's why we're here. It's why you bought this course. You're diving in because we all want to be bold, right? I mean, it's like really the truth be told. If I could pick a favorite day, just like a mom would never dare pick a favorite child, though on any particular day, this would be it. Bold, right? It's what we long to be. It's why we're here. We've got bold dreams. We're going to be praying bold prayers, and we want to be taking bold steps for God. And then there's just days. You know what I mean? And here's the deal. I believe that we all want to live bold. And I think oftentimes what stops us from living bold is that we have this preconceived notion about what that word even means. Maybe you can relate. I know I did. For the longest time, I would never have described myself as a bold person. I mean, I caught glimpses of it, when I did something brave or I spoke out in moments that require courage. But boldness to me always seemed so fleeting. Like I had it one minute and then it was gone the next. Like I was storming the gates and then I was in bed. Do you know what I mean? And I think all of us can relate, but we admire people whose lives are marked by boldness. These are the ones that immediately in our minds are the ones who are on the front lines. They've defied the odds. They've faced battles head on. But me, I don't know that I fit that mold. Right? We all feel that way. Yet here we are embarking on a journey to be dreaming bold dreams, praying bold prayers, and taking bold action. So we better start kind of like rethinking what boldness truly means. Now, here's the truth and the good news. Really, the great news is that biblical boldness isn't what we think it is. Though the world may define boldness as being outspoken and courageous or running towards the things that you fear without feeling fear. But when we really start to unpack the scriptures and when we look at the lives of those who were bold for the Lord, we actually see a totally different picture. And one that I think is not only going to surprise you, but also encourage you. Do you want to lean in with me today? Okay. So, in my opinion, no one else embodies boldness in the New Testament quite like the apostles in the book of Acts. I love this book. It gets my bold fire going. Do you know what I mean? Like these were men who knew how to speak life in the face of death. They just seemed to know how to declare truth amongst the lies, and they just shared love behind prison bars. I mean, what have you done today? Do you know what I'm saying? Like they just had this profound example of boldness because they were rooted in something much deeper than most, which is where I want to draw you in today. So if we turn to the book of Acts 4, verse 13, here's what it says. It says, the members of the council were amazed when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, for they could see that they were ordinary men with no special training in the scriptures. They also recognized them as men who had been with Jesus. Did you hear that? Here's the key. These men were ordinary people doing extraordinary things simply because they were with Jesus. It wasn't Peter and John's education or their status that made them bold. It wasn't natural talent or fearlessness. It was their time with Jesus that empowered them to be bold. And I believe that this is what biblical boldness is all about. It's not about how large your dreams are or how brave you feel at any given moment. It's about the depth of your relationship with the Lord and your obedience to do what He's called you to do. Simply put, boldness is the willingness to say yes to Jesus even when you want to say no. That's what it's all about. And come to find out, the more we spend time with him, the easier it is to say yes to him. Truth be told, I talk to so many people that are like, I don't know that I want to dream with God. What if he gives me a dream that I don't want? Like, he doesn't work that way. Like, he's not here to like psychoanalyze us and mess with our minds. And the reality is, the more that we spend time with him, the more we want to say yes to him. And the more that we say yes to him, we walk in boldness for him, which I'm here to tell you today that if you want to be more bold, spend more time with Jesus. Because when you spend time with him and you fall in love with him and develop a selfless desire to obey him, you show up differently. Like we're all trying to show up differently. And I think we've got it backwards. Spend time with Jesus, and the result is showing up differently. Spend time with Jesus, and the result is showing up boldly. Spend time with Jesus, and you can't not say yes to him. This is where real obedience is birthed from. It's birthed out of love, never fear. It's birthed out of the time spent with him. Therefore, boldness actually flows from an intimate connection to Jesus. It's not something that we muster up on our own. It's something that the Spirit empowers us to do. It's a Spirit led, not self led mode of operandi, if you will, right? Like when I think about some of the apostles, like even think about Paul, right? Would he have chosen to be imprisoned and rejected? And would he have desired hardship? Like, was he like, hey, Jesus, if following you means hardship, rejection, prison, I'm in? Like, probably not. Like, the reality is, I don't think any of these apostles wanted to literally face death, but they were willing, right? Paul was willing. Peter and John, they were willing. They were willing to say yes to God no matter the cost. Their boldness was not based on their own strength or a feeling, but on their dependency to God. This is the heart of boldness. Boldness doesn't mean you never face fear or doubt. It means that you simply choose to trust and obey God even when the path is uncertain. Boldness means saying yes even when you want to say no. It's boldness is obedience always over convenience. It's always worth it. Here's the deal. As you dream with God, He's going to challenge you. He's going to ask you to step into things that you could have never imagined, to think in ways that stretch you, and to act with the kind of faith that will take you beyond your comfort zone. He's bottom line. Let's like cut to the end. He's going to blow your mind with what's possible. He's going to shift your perspective on what's true. And here's the beauty of it all. As you depend on him, you'll discover that with God, nothing is impossible. And all he needs is your yes. This is what boldness is all about. It's a life of intentional connection with the Lord and an ongoing obedience to his will and doing the things he's asked you to do. It's trusting God in the face of adversity and moving forward, dream stacking, just throwing that one in there for you, even when your plans don't unfold the way that you expected them to. Boldness is about learning to stay connected and committed to God's presence and purposes, even when it seems impossible. It's not about never feeling fear. It's just choosing to trust God in spite of the fear. So today, my prayer is that your life will be marked by your yes to Jesus, empowered by his Spirit, fully connected to the one who can do immeasurably more than you could think or imagine. All you have to do is say yes. So, in your quiet time with the Lord today, I want to encourage you to revel in this truth, to revel in this revelation, and to consider this question: how does this fresh revelation of boldness shift your whole approach to walking with the Lord, dreaming with the Lord? And beyond that, where is God calling you to step out into boldness in your life today? Because that's where I want you to lean in. And I want you to lean into His strength. And I want you to give Him your wholehearted yes. Then, as you do that, I want you just to take some time to align. And I want you to reflect on yesterday. Do you remember that you were going to take one action step towards that commitment to your dream and moving closer, getting your butt closer to what that is? Did you follow through on that? If not, why not? What held you back? And then today, go ahead and do it again. It's day 2. I know it might be the day you want to quit. You're not going to. No. You're going to keep dream stacking. So in your dream stacking time, I want you to take some time to say, all right, what's one step I can take today to manifest my dream? All manifest means is to show, to display. So what one action will you take that's going to demonstrate to the world around you that you're serious about the dream that God has given you? Write it down, make it happen. Make it a great day. Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Bottom line, bold looks good on you. Now, if you are ready to go bold and never go back, then join me and the countless others who are getting serious about the dreams that God has given us and jump all into my full access 101 daily devotional experience called Bold, and make those bold dreams a reality. Click on the link below or go to thejuliagentry.com/bold to go all in. You'll thank me later.